Rivalry game against Michigan this week. This is the big one. This is the one where I get almost 10K in boosters, so it's important to win. I think we're gonna actually think about this first before we do recruiting stuff. Normally we swap the two. We're heavily favored except for the fact that we're going to Ann Arbor. I already know from just looking briefly that this team looks terrible. They have good receivers. Their dual threat quarterback is not running well, and his yards per average is also pretty poor. If we look at just kind of team stats, they look pretty average in both categories. So I was kind of curious about what kind of running back they have. And this running back is only averaging 2.4 yards a carry, with the one behind him 3.7. So I'm really not scared about anything other than maybe like the short passes, because they have 3 route runners and then a balance behind that. So our focus is going to be to stop the short pass for sure. From there, let's go back and look at Michigan. The way that I want to approach this game is just the short throw. Michigan is showing that they're they're top 30 at stopping the run. We probably could try running, but the short throw is probably just the safest. And we have really good receivers, so there's no reason to overcomplicate this matchup. So we're going to focus on quick passing and then stopping the short throw. All right, now let's do some recruiting stuff. We can look at commit soon. The answer is none. So let's just check to make sure that everything looks like it's going as planned. For the most part, I'd say yes. We have a new scouting move that we can do. We'll do Nevada. Nevada is at 2-0, which is interesting. Do we have anyone who's still unscouted completely? No. All right. So yeah, now we just kind of let that go. Game plan, aggressive zone, yes. And before we get into it, I kind of want to look at some storylines that we have going on. So with our team, we can look at top performers. Probably the one storyline I'm most interested in is how our cornerback Ryder Graham is doing. He wants to be the defensive player of the year. He's statless, which is kind of funny. The reason why he's a top 3 cornerback is because his completions per target is 0%. He's only been targeted twice. So this dude is a no-fly zone. And people are just not even challenging him. It's good to see. And then we also got this guy, Roderick Wade, also getting mentions. I'd like to see a defensive lineman in here too. On offense, I'm just curious. Our quarterback's not getting mentions. Our 2 running backs are. And it's pretty interesting to see Jackson Murphy be doing so well. Our wide receivers, we got a mention for Fisher. So we'll take a look at his spot on the depth chart real quick. And then no haulers for our offensive linemen, which is a little shocking. So Julius Jacobs is the one that got mentioned. We could give him a bump. I don't feel like knocking down Armando Brown despite that fumble. Like we said at the time, he just got hit by one of the hardest hitting players on that team. So let's get into the big game. Okay. So I'm really not afraid of a whole lot against Michigan. We can do cover 2. And I will, basically the whole way. That was a run by the quarterback for 12 yards, which he didn't show that he was doing very well at previously. So it's something maybe that we need to focus on. And then just versus other opponents, they've been doing well. Another run, I'm playing in the 3-4 against their 3 wide receivers. So they're running pretty effectively against us. I'm going to stay a package underneath, just to have those heavier guys out there all the time. It's another 10-yard. Well, that's a 10-yard pass, actually. just an underneath route. Here, I think what I'm end up doing is blitzing actually. Cool. So that's just a negative yard. They're going to go for it on fourth down, I mean. So what kind of personnel do they have? I might just blitz again. Yeah, I'm just going to blitz again. Turnover. Nice. So I don't know why they felt the need to establish something that early, but they did. Let's do a good little mix of, as long as the run game is effective, then that's what we'll keep doing. So this is 2nd and 6. Call an outside run. Huge outside run. Touchdown. Okay. I really don't think that this should be a difficult game, honestly. I'm just going to keep bringing in my heavier personnel to stop them from being able to run and zone up. Cool. So it's already 3rd and 9. Here, there's no reason to make this any more difficult. I could do cover 3. I could do cover 2. I think what I'm doing is cover 3 just to be a little safer. Cool. And we get a punt. Can throw in some medium passes maybe. Just go for a short pass, big gain. Keep it on the ground. Try to make up that yardage. I like just doing a run on 3rd and 1. We unfortunately do not convert. You can check why. They kind of sent a blitz in. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, they sent a blitz in. So we're going to zone up again. Actually, if I could take that back, I'd probably blitz, since that's currently what I'm most afraid of. 4 receivers out. I'm just going to do cover 2. Okay, so big gain for them with the comeback route. I'm going to blitz here. Anytime they're showing me just 2 receiver sets, then I'm going to blitz in man too. We can zone a package less though. This is 3rd and 10. Huge catch. The right play there is actually cover 4. Let's run for them. This will pass. Oof, big pass. Our safety should be able to, should have been in on that. We do have the lead, so we don't have to, make any stupid plays. I'm gonna blitz here. Like I said, anytime they give me, 2 receiver sets, I'm gonna blitz man, since I'm not worried really about them throwing deep. Again, I don't really care. Okay, cool. So we control a game. I'm gonna change this to shoot clock. Time management super important in this game. Run backwards. Let's try a screen pass just to get out of our own side of the field. Very effective. But it's a short throw. No? More receivers? Okay. It's another incomplete. I feel like, what's our tendency? We're just balanced right now? Okay. So we need another big gain. What I'm going to do is a screen pass. Nothing. Very few times does the money play not end up in absolute money. But here we are. So we're going back to zone. I send a blitz, 2. We'll have 1 high safety. Nice. I think I'll do the same thing, just 1 high safety. Nice. So he's also sacked. Dennis Larson might actually be our pass. Like he's going to be our pass rush defensive end, but he's not. So this is great field position. I just need to not fumble the ball. Let's try a 53 yarder. Let's look at the percent. It's pretty low. What I might do instead then is just punt it. A terrible punt. I mean, it was a touchback, I guess, but still. Let's blitz. Ooh, big gain. Our safety lined up against the tight end and just lost the tight end. So they got a decent tight end, I guess. Go back to the zone. Okay. Now we're definitely blitzing. I still want to blitz. Yeah. I still want to blitz. Okay. That was pretty effective, and they also missed the field goal, so things are looking pretty good. Let's just try to get some breathing room. Fumble return for a touchdown. Quarterback got sacked. Fumbled the ball. That's a turnover. So now we are behind. Which means we're going to go up tempo. Short pass is not working great for us right now. We just got sacked. That's 3rd and 16. I'm going to go to the screen, although this has not worked once. Let's go for something medium. Medium pass is working, so we'll just keep driving with the medium pass. Something short to convert. Cool. 34 seconds left. Can we zone? We'll actually play this pretty deep. So I'm just trying to make sure that they don't score. There's still a little time left. Play that very conservative. So we're going to go back to chew clock. We do have to be a little worried about the fact that they kind of were just stopping us all of a sudden. I like to see how the jet sweep does. Nothing. So here we're forced to pass again. Big gain. I'd like to reestablish the run if I can. What about an option? Oh, not the option. What about the RPO? So we're back. Up again. Can try the bubble screen. Not enough though. So we'll punt it. That's an awesome punt. They're absolutely pinned down. I'm gonna blitz. Cool. And we get a safety. That's huge. So I had a safety over top just in case. Doesn't really matter though because they ran the ball. Again, my objective here is to reestablish the run. So I'm looking for some kind of outside run. Nice. What kind of formation are they bringing? So they're bringing like a personnel down. But we're just able to run pretty effectively right now. You can try hitting them with We've gotten back to balanced. I'm going to try a play action pass. Huge gain. We're in the end zone here, so let's just keep it on the ground. Let's try to draw. 3rd and 1. I definitely trust the short pass more than the run. Let's look at the stats here. So we're running like 5-7 yards per carry. So actually, I think it's safest just to do a run here instead of trying to overcomplicate it. We'll do like a draw. See if this works. Cool. That's a touchdown by Emmanuel Brady. Back to the 3-4 with our zone coverage. Yes, we're still playing cover 3. They wanted to test us. How did this get beat so bad? It's a good pass, I guess. So we'll man up and we'll send a little blitz. Nice. Another run. Okay, so they're definitely going to throw here. I could, if they're playing a bunch, so I'm going to just do the soft zone, cover 4 quarters on dime. I think that's actually a little too conservative. So let's just do cover sky. Okay, so we block the field goal, or they kick a field goal, but we have control, which is what matters most. So run. Okay, so we're starting the 4th quarter. I'll try a play action pass here in order to pick up the first. It's an interception. That is not good. It's 23-13. I don't think I really played that poorly. I'm just unlucky. Pass complete. Back into my zone. Let's keep trying to blitz with cover 1. Nice. We're starting to stop the run a little bit. Okay, cool. If they just want to keep on picking up those field goals, then we still have the lead. Just do an inside run. About another one? No? Outside run? Heck yeah. Can we try a sweep? And after this, I'd like to try the option run too. Okay. Let's try a short pass. I like the one where I go over the middle like this. Yep. Let's see what a RPO looks like. Okay, we get backed up. -3. I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's just get some yardage back. Oh, huge run from Griffin French. So they kind of went more into our coverage look. And we were just able to pick up a big gain with Griffin French. And touchdown, Griffin French, 43 yards on that drive at least. Last 2 plays. All right, so we're going to keep doing the same thing, kind of man zone, or man when they're giving us their 2 tight end sets, 2 wide receiver sets, and also 2 tight end sets, I guess. And then zone up any other time. And like this man with just like a contain. Nice. Daryl Clark with a sack. I feel like I've mentioned his name more than once now. Big throw for them. Just the outside route. Who drops one of us into coverage? They threw over the middle. I was kind of actually trying to stop that from happening. Looks like the linebacker wasn't involved in the play for some reason. Moves on up again. The closer we get to the end zone, the more inclined I am to start running cover 2. But otherwise, I'm just keep running cover 3 in order to keep control of the game. Did I just run a 3-4 against 4 wide receivers? Yeah, I did. That's obviously a mistake. So we can, well, actually here we just goal line. They're able to punch it in. Okay. There's 3 minutes left. We could just run, and then force them to try to score, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Get the first. We cannot. So we're going to punt. Now we just need to come up with a stop. Just trying to keep them out of the end zone here. So actually, in this kind of situation, cover 4 is, I think, the play. There's only 7 seconds left, so we'll just do prevent deep. Yeah, go man. And we actually get an interception. Roberto Lane is able to pick them off. So box score, the quarterback was throwing very well except for the 1 pick. We threw a pick ourselves, but we were relatively efficient. The run game was on point. French had a huge game. Murphy, not so much. What we might do because of this result is just move Murphy into making sure he's fresh, and then we'll keep French behind. If he continues to impress, I'll promote him. Let's see, at receiver, Fisher was probably the most impressive. We got a sack from Clark and Larson. And then the INT is coming from Nickel, or the one INT comes from Nickel. You don't even see the defensive player of the year runner in the stat sheet, which is pretty funny. Ryder. We'll advance. Pretty easy week.